I just watched, recorded a interview this morning with MSNBC and Senator Coburn from Oklahoma about the tornadoes and the damage and rebuilding efforts. They're kind of arguing about money right now. The federal government needs to come in and bring all this money in, but Senator Coburn's view is, look, that's fine as long as it goes to the people, but for some reason a lot of other stuff gets attached to these packages, these aid packages, and they go to people who don't need the money, who are just trying to get something extra added in there. So he's against that, and I'm glad he is. But listen to this question they asked him about rebuilding and about how much say-so the federal government should have. I love his answer. Senator Coburn, thank you for standing up for the people.
For paying for things isn't just on the federal government. I assume you're going to allow these people to rebuild in their neighborhoods, and the question is, should you require them to have, whether it's the safe rooms or the shelters or the bunkers? And for a lot of these people, it's cost prohibitive. So who pays for it? Should you require it? And it's free will for them to live there, but they have to protect themselves moving forward.
Well, look, those aren't decisions that should be made at the federal government level. That's the decisions of Oklahoma. Matter of fact, I tell you, if you're living in that area more, in Oklahoma, the likelihood of being hit by another tornado is about zero in terms of odds. So the fact is that's not a decision for the federal government. That's a decision for the people of Oklahoma. And they get to make that decision. Look, the death toll was terrible, but it was very, very low for what we experienced. What's that tell you? That tells you if people have common sense and figure out how to do these things. We don't need a big federal government telling Oklahoma what we'll put in our homes when we rebuild them or not. That we'll make the judgment, we'll make the decisions, and if we want to add that to our building code, we'll do it.
Well, frankly, just to be honest with you, the odds were the same a week and a half ago, and it happened again. So that point is...
No, the odds weren't the same.
Well, yes, they were.
That's completely wrong. If you've had 2 tornadoes in 14 years,
yes,
and then you're saying the odds of that is the same as going forward, that's not right at all.
I don't think so.
You need to go back and check your statistics class.
It doesn't change the odds, but I don't want to talk about that specifically because you have 11.6 billion, and one of the things you could do to help these people is to help them build these things on top of rebuilding. So if you're talking about paying for it and offsetting it, you also have to talk about what's the best way to spend this money, and wouldn't that be a federal choice as well?
What I would tell you is we don't do a very good job about the best way to spend money. All you have to do is look at the Hurricane Sandy bill. That 2/3 of it isn't going to help the people in New York. It's going to help the well-connected and the well-heeled. So, part of that's nonsense. We've got too much government now. What you've already seen in Oklahoma is a complete voluntary response